Let me ask you a question. We live in the age of social media, and often in the past when we've had situations involving someone who goes on a rampage, authorities find things posted on either a Facebook page or some other source of information. Any headway into something like that with James Holmes?
Well, no, we've been checking on that. We don't see anything like that so far, Matt. Now, the authorities say that he had 4 weapons, 2 pistols, a rifle, an AK-47 type, and you just heard one of the witnesses say that the shots were not fired in rapid succession, so that would indicate to me that this was not an automatic weapon, which is the kind where if you hold the trigger down, the bullets just keep coming out.
Right.
And then also a shotgun. So, you know, a shotgun is like, it fires little pellets instead of bullets. And so those were the weapons that he brought with him, and the authorities say that before he started firing, and this is consistent with what the witnesses say, he set off tear gas, and that's apparently why he was wearing a gas mask. Now, just a moment ago, we saw on the ground outside the theater these items here, and what we're told is these were some of the things that the shooting suspect was wearing. So these were taken off him before he was arrested, and you can see what looks like that thing with the white label on it sure looks like a bulletproof vest, and then you see the mask. And the witnesses say that he was dressed all in black and that he had a mask on as well. And that's right near the car. And again, one of the sort of extraordinary things about this is that after the shooting, when the authorities arrived, and the police department in Aurora, Colorado is not very far from this theater, when they got there, he was just standing near the car. He didn't try to run away. So this whole thing is very odd.
And we're looking at where that car is parked and where this arrest allegedly took place, and it is close to what appear to be some back entrances or exits of that movie theater or mall building. We don't know if that is the door that was used when the gunman actually walked in.
That's right, and one of the things we've been trying to find out from the evidence response team there is whether the door had been prepped for this, because you know most, and I don't know what this one looks like, we haven't seen it yet, but most of these exit doors on movie theaters don't have any external handles on them. There's like a bar on the inside that you press to get out, but you can't open the door from the outside. There's no door handle, it's just blank.
And yet we had one eyewitness, Pete, who told us he watched someone in that theater before this happened on a phone walk out of that exit and actually open it, which he thought was odd that someone would go through an emergency exit making a phone call. And it could be, we're speculating here, that person then kept that door open, and it could have been the same person who came back in and did the shooting.
That's right, and of course we don't also know whether, you know, this was a midnight showing, it was relatively cool, whether they opened the door to cool it down, who knows, but what we are told by the authorities is that they don't believe it was more than one person involved here. They have no indication that any more than one person was involved.
All right, Pete Williams, our justice correspondent, joining us from Washington with valuable information. Pete, as always, thank you very much.